Welcome to ECO2023 for the Spring 2023 semester. I'm going to be your instructor, Professor Cole, where in this video we will overview the course in which we will cover course content, the grading structure of the course, as well as the two online platforms of Canvas and Connect that we'll be using throughout the semester. With this in mind, beginning with some preliminaries in terms of the course content. In terms of contacting me, this can be done via email at bcole@gulfcoast.edu or by Canvas message, where the Canvas message option will be preferred, as I will get back to you faster than if email were used. Now, in terms of course duration, our course will take us from the 6th of January through the 5th of May, and in terms of textbooks, we'll be using the 16th edition of the Microeconomy Today with McGraw-Hill Connect Access, in which the access code and the textbook can be purchased independent from one another, or they can be purchased as a bundle. However, the only thing to make sure is, when you make this purchase, in terms of the McGraw-Hill Connect access code, please be sure that it's compatible with the 16th edition of the text. Now, in terms of important dates, Drop Add concludes at the 13th of January, while the last day to withdraw from the course will be the 8th of March. So with those preliminaries out of the way, let us now discuss the course itself. So, ECO 2023 is an introductory course on microeconomics where we will seek to gain insight on how consumers and firms make decisions, how price and quantity levels are determined within markets, as well as how governments can intervene within those markets as well. Where the way that we'll approach this is structuring the course into 3 distinct units, where our first unit will be on economic foundations as well as consumer choice, where we'll seek to develop some economic fundamentals and then explain how consumers make decisions, where this will take us from the 6th of January through the 14th of February, after which we will start Unit 2 of the course, which will pertain to the theory of the firm and market structures, where we'll seek to explain how firms make decisions, as well as how price and quantity levels are determined within markets. And this will take us from the 15th of February through the 28th of March, which will then lead us to the last unit of the course, which will be on regulation and labor markets, where we will seek to examine how governments can intervene within markets and alter their outcomes, as well as how wages and labor hours are determined within the factor market of labor, where this will take us from the 29th of March through the 4th of May. So then, with our course content covered, let us now move on to the grade structure of the course, where each unit will have a set of assignments that will be distributed either through Canvas or the Connect platform, where in terms of assignment types, there will be chapter discussion questions, chapter SmartBook assignments, chapter problem sets, a single course project, 3 unit prep exams, as well as 3 unit exams, in which, to look at these assignment types a bit more carefully, let us start with chapter discussion questions. These are going to be weekly free response discussion questions in which there will be 1 for each chapter. They will be found in the Canvas platform, in which they will typically open on the Tuesday that we start a chapter, and they will become due the following Tuesday by 11:59 p.m., in which your lowest score of the semester will be dropped. Now, moving on to chapter problem sets, these are going to be multiple choice, true and false, graphing, as well as computational questions, in which there will be 1 for each chapter. They will also be found in the Connect platform, in which they will also become open on the Tuesday when we start a chapter. However, they will become due on the final Tuesday of a unit by 11:59 p.m. And like the chapter discussion questions, your lowest score of the semester will be dropped. Moving on to SmartBook assignments, these are going to be interactive online book assignments that will be housed in the Connect platform, in which there will be 1 for each chapter, and they will open on the Tuesday when we start a chapter, but like the problem sets, they won't be due until the final Tuesday of a unit by 11:59 p.m. And like our other assignment types, your lowest score of the semester will be dropped. Now, moving on to our course project, there will be a single course project that will be related to material learned from Unit 1 of the course, in which the materials needed will be accessible through the Canvas platform, and this will become due at the end of Unit 2 of the course, which is projected to be on the 28th of March by 11:59 p.m. And as we progress through content through the course, more details about the course project will become available, and as we saw prior, the course project will be worth 5% of your grade. Now, moving on to the unit prep exams, these will be graded practice problems and tests for each unit, in which the practice questions will be comprised of different questions from each chapter in a unit. They will be housed in the Connect platform, in which you'll have 2 attempts for a given prep exam, and they will typically open on the final week of a unit and will be due on the Tuesday when a unit concludes by 11:59 p.m. And then lastly, we have our unit exams, in which there will be 3 exams, each of which will be located in the Canvas platform. They will be made up of multiple choice, true, false, as well as graph and computational questions that are structured similar to that of what is found in the problem sets, as well as the discussion questions, in which the lowest score between your Unit 1 and Unit 2 exams will be dropped. And in terms of your Unit 3 exam, this is going to be a non-comprehensive final for the course. And in terms of the scheduled dates for our unit exams, the Unit 1 exam is going to be available in Canvas from the 15th of February through the 16th of February. The Unit 2 exam will be available from the 29th of March through the 30th of March, and the Unit 3 exam will be open from the 3rd of May through the 4th of May. So now, having covered course content as well as grading structure, let us now conclude by briefly mentioning our 2 platforms of Canvas and Connect. Starting with Canvas, the course Canvas page will be the base of operations for the course, in which you'll have access to course content in terms of lecture videos, lecture slides, as well as lecture notes and study guides. This is also where you'll find course assignments in terms of chapter problem sets, chapter discussion questions, and portal to the Connect platform to access the SmartBook assignments. And this is also where you'll find course announcements, which I make frequent use of to keep you up to date in terms of what chapter we're covering on a given week, what assignments are approaching their due date, and any other type of housekeeping type of information with respect to the course. Where, as you are navigating through the Canvas page in this first week, please be sure to check out the Home tab and to examine the course syllabus, which will give you a further breakdown of the course, as well as the weekly schedule document, which will break down on a given week what chapter we're covering, as well as when assignments are opening up and when assignments are becoming due as well. And lastly, in terms of our second platform, we have the Course Connect page, which becomes accessible after the purchase of the McGraw-Hill Connect access code, and this is where you'll access the SmartBook assignments for each chapter, as well as each of the 3 prep exams for the course. Where we'll pick up in our next video then is we will briefly navigate through the Canvas and Connect platforms as well.